Matt Larson here with the Big Sioux Media. Thanks for joining us on this week's Big Sioux Media Coaches Show. We're back after a couple of weeks. We had to take a couple of weeks off due to the weather and the school cancellations, but this week we had a chance to talk with Coach Fearsdell and Coach Jorgensen of Dell Rapids, as well as Coach LeBrun and Coach Schmidt of Dell Rapids St. Mary. Stay tuned, we'll hear what they had to say coming up right after this on the Big Sioux Media Coaches Show.
If you're like most people and you get hungry and you're in a hurry, you need to stop by Cubby's of Dell Rapids. From breakfast items to lunchtime snacks and more, Cubby's of Dell Rapids is a terrific place to stop. Also, check out their mouth-watering, delicious Godfather's Pizza specials, too. Fill up your car or truck, head inside for your favorite snacks and beverages, too. And you'll be back on the road in no time at all. Cubby's, located at 220 North Highway 77 in Dell Rapids.
For family entertainment, stop by the Dell's Bowl in downtown Dell Rapids. Stop by for a delicious breakfast or lunch and enjoy the food and conversation at the Dell's Bowl in downtown Dell Rapids. They have adult leagues, kid youth bowling, specials during the week, and reserved lanes for parties, birthdays, and other events. Call the Dell's Bowl 428-3800 in downtown Dell Rapids, South Dakota.
Dell Rapids Ace Hardware is the stop to make for home winterizing needs. Do you have enough ice melt? What about a snowblower? Dell's Ace Hardware makes it easy and convenient. Open 7 days a week. Also pick up the indoor products you need. Ace Hardware has equipment and inflatable rentals as well. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 8, Saturday 8 to 6, and Sunday 9 to 5. Dell's Ace Hardware, 406 State Highway 77, Dell Rapids, 428-5959.
Back with the Big Sioux Media Coaches Show, and joined now by Coach LeBrun. And Coach, since we've last talked, your team has gone through a 6-game win streak just recently. Give us your thoughts on how the team played during that streak.
Matt, our team was playing really well. We were healthy, and the girls were really buying into what we were doing, and we just mainly focused on what we were doing. We played good man-to-man defense during that stretch, and the girls really bought into the game plan for each team, and they played it and executed it very well.
Well, since it was a streak, a couple of tough games, one against Esalen, and you followed that up with Baltic. But as we were talking earlier, you had 3 games within 4 days. How much did that play into the last couple of games?
It played into it a little bit. I think the thing that played in most was some of the injuries that we had, and the girls are getting wore down, and so it was a tough schedule. I think, like I told my girls, that we don't have a choice. We have to be tough. We have to become tough, and I think it's good for them.
Well, now looking ahead, you've got Elkton Lake Benton on Friday, and then very next day Viborg Hurley, and then on Monday you follow that up with another game against Bridgewater Emory. What does your team have to do to play 3 games again in 4 days while battling maybe some injuries right now?
I think the thing we need to just focus on, and I told the girls, things we can control, not making silly turnovers. A lot of times you start getting tired, you make silly turnovers. So take care of the ball, and then the rebounding. That's something, when we've won our games, we've really out-rebounded the other team, both offensively and defensively. So I think those are kind of the keys that will carry us through this next stretch.
All right. We wish you good luck in your upcoming games, and we'll be there on Friday up in Lake Benton, and we'll talk again next week as well.
All right. Thank you, Matt.
Thanks. Stay tuned. We got more coming up on the Big Sioux Media Coaches Show right after this.
We're in a brand new year, and if you're looking to make some improvements inside the home, maybe some painting, new doors, whatever you need, stop by Dell's Lumber in Dell Rapids. If it's outside materials for a bigger construction or building project, you'll find the materials and products at Dell's Lumber. And don't forget about their rental of power tools, plumbing tools, floor care equipment, and more. Dell's Lumber, your do-it-best center, 306 Liddell Avenue in Dell Rapids. Call 428-5645.
It starts with creamy, smooth Dairy Queen soft serve made from a secret recipe, and then we throw in cookies, candy, and other delicious toppings and blend it all together to create the one-of-a-kind blizzard. And right now, the small blizzard is only $2.49. Get your favorite one and only small Dairy Queen blizzard blended with your favorite toppings
at the Del Rapids Dairy Queen for only $2.49. The Del Rapids Dairy Queen, located at 404 State Highway 77 in Del Rapids. This is fan food, not fast food.
The Villas on Clubhouse Court of Del Rapids offer single-family homes with 3-car garages. Located on a quiet street on Rocky Run Golf Course, no-step construction, and easy entrance. Maintenance-free living including lawn care and snow removal, plus the opportunity to specify custom options. If you're in the market for a new home, check out www.villasonclubhouse.com or call 366-0808. The Villas, small-town living and quality of life that is second to none.
Welcome back to the Big Sioux Media Coaches Show, joined now by Coach Jorgensen. And Coach, been a while since we've talked. You've had a few tournaments this past week. You played or wrestled in Madison, previous to that, Gorman, and another DAC tournament. How has your team been doing the last couple of weeks?
The last couple of weeks, we against Gorman and Garrettson, we ended up with 2 dual wins, and I was a little concerned because of the weather we had before that. We didn't get a lot of time to practice before that, but I was really impressed with the way the kids came out and wrestled. Third period is obviously a little bit of a problem for us, but was for everybody. But we did pick up 2 dual wins there, and the kids wrestled pretty well that night, so it was good.
So you mentioned practice time maybe being a concern, and that's something I've asked other coaches from the basketball standpoint as well. The last couple of weeks with the weather, the school cancellations, early releases, has that really impacted your team a whole lot?
I would have to say it's put a little impact on our team. Yeah, just you get out of sequence. Kids are used to a pattern, and when that pattern is skewed, then it makes it tough for kids. And obviously the conditioning and some of the technique that we've lost with that is hurt us a little bit.
Now this week you head into Brookings this weekend.
Yeah.
What do you got going on this weekend? What are your goals for the team?
It's a tough tournament. I mean, it's probably like a mini state tournament in all aspects at every weight class, and we're going to find out just where we're at and what we need to do here at the end of the year to get ready for the postseason. And I see a lot of our kids doing pretty well there. We have probably 3 guys that have a really good shot at placing in this tournament, and we have some guys that are just on the fence that if they can turn it around a little bit, they're going to be right there too. So
let's see. Now after this Brookings tournament, only about 2 or 3 weeks left before the region tournament starts. So what are your expectations for the remainder of the season heading into that regions and state?
Well, number one is to stay healthy. That's probably the biggest thing right now. To get in better condition so that we're ready for that 2-day tournament in the state tournament, and to clean up our technique a little bit more and take away a few more mistakes so guys can't take advantage of our wrestling styles, and just to keep having fun and plugging away.
All right. Well, we appreciate the time and good luck this weekend.
Well, thank you.
We'll talk again next week.
You bet.
All right, stay tuned. More on the Big Sioux Media Coaches Show right after this.
I'm Dr. Carol Dorn, Chief of Staff at Dell's Veterinary Services in Del Rapids, South Dakota. At Dell's Vet Services, we work with everything from small animals like cats and dogs to livestock, cattle, sheep, horses, pigs, and an occasional snake. Whether it's helping prevent disease or the little perks like boarding and grooming, our specialized in-house diagnostics, blood machines, digital x-rays, our surgery suite. We aim at giving you the best possible service when you come in. We provide both same-day appointments and after-hour emergency care. If you have any questions or we can help you, please give us a call or drop us an email.
The Pizza Ranch of Del Rapids has plenty of room for meetings or for get-togethers with family and friends, plus a game room for lots of entertainment. Now here's the best part of eating in at the Pizza Ranch. Great chicken, mashed potatoes, vegetables, great salads, and great pizza. If you have a group needing a fundraiser, contact the Pizza Ranch in Del Rapids to find out how they will help you with your group. Dine in, carry out, or delivery, that's the Pizza Ranch in Del Rapids.
Pizza Ranch. Whoa, that's good.
Walking down the street, you know most everyone you meet. Every rope made of many different fibers. Of all the homes you've ever known, this one's your own. You know it's good and getting better all together. Pull together, your neighbors and your friends. Pull together, your neighbors and your
Welcome back to the Big Sioux Media Coaches Show, joined now by Coach Schmidt. And Coach, you're coming off a pretty good showing at the Dakota Valley Conference Tournament. What are your thoughts on how the team played in that tournament?
Well, it's always good to get a couple wins. I think that, it helps for confidence, obviously, and helps practice go a lot more smoother. I got a chance to beat Coleman and played well there, and then a pretty good Esteline team, so that really helped.
Well, now you're heading into about the final month or so. It's been a couple of weeks with the weather since we've talked. How is the health of your team? How is everything going with the team in that aspect?
Overall, really good. We have this time of the year, getting motivating kids to play hard is always a challenge. Keep the attitudes up there. Again, winning helps, and we got a tough one on Thursday night up at Elkton Lake Benton.
So you mentioned that game. That's a team that you did play in the conference tournament. You saw them last week. What do your team need to do to have a better showing against them this time around?
Well, their quickness is really a challenge for us. They've got one of the best guards in the state, I think, and he's Schindler, and so we really have to contain him and stop dribble penetration. And I think they've got a couple other good people, and be a good challenge for us.
So after that game, you've got about a week off. What are the plans for the team going forward up until your next game next week after Lake Benton?
Well, after Lake Benton, we've got about 3 or 4, like you mentioned, at home, and it'll be fun to get back home for a change and just see how we play on our home floor and get back to those things that we normally like to do: press in the full court, play good solid defense, and so it'll be fun.
All right, we'll talk more in detail about those games next week when we meet. So we wish you good luck tomorrow, and we'll chat again next week.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
Stay tuned. We got more coming up on the Big Sioux Media Coaches Show after this.
There's a reason why they call it a convenience store, because it is so convenient for you to stop and get gas, sandwiches and snacks, your favorite beverages, or meet with your friends for coffee and lunch. Stop in to T&C Self-Service Convenience Store of Dell Rapids, located on the west side of town near the four-way stop. They have everything you need. Or stop into the other place on the east side of Dell Rapids. Convenience made quick and easy. T&C Self-Service Convenience Store of Dell Rapids.
Hi, I'm Craig Libas, CEO and Managing Partner at Executive Recruiting Consultants. We are a recruiting firm that specializes in the recruiting and placement of individuals in many industries throughout the Midwest and country. Our team specializes in, but not limited to, the following industries: accounting, agriculture, banking, finance, HR, and manufacturing. Please contact any of our team members and partners now and see how we can take your organization or career to the next level.
Back on the Big Sioux Media Coaches Show, joined now by Coach Viersdahl. And Coach, coming off a big game against Madison last week, your thoughts on how that game turned out for you?
Well, Madison's awfully tough. We knew that going in. They jumped out to a pretty good first quarter lead. They had some shots early, got a little momentum. We fought our tails off the rest of the game, played them even the second, third quarter. We headed down to 4 at one point in the second half with the ball. We just couldn't really convert. And then they made a little run in the fourth quarter and hit some free throws and kind of extended the lead when we had to take some chances again. But we did some good things in that game. We did some things that we got to get a lot better at. We turned the ball over in the half-court set, a little bit of impatience on offense. I thought we handled their full court pressure pretty well. We got to be able to guard them better. We hope we see them again somewhere down the road. I think we can play a lot better, and I'd love to have a shot at them again.
Well, I know one difference going into this week versus last week with that game, a little rest in between games and practice time. How is that going to help your team this week?
Well, we really needed some practice time, and we've had 2 good days of practice this week, and we're looking forward to another good one today. We have a tough stretch running games here, and we need to work on some of those things we need to get better at in practice instead of just rolling it out in a game. So the last couple of days of practice have been good. We're looking forward to a good one today, and hopefully coming out and improving some of those things we need to get better at on Thursday night.
Well, you mentioned that tough schedule. It starts with Vermilion on Thursday. They're much improved, top of the conference right up there, as well as Class A. What do you guys need to do to win that one?
Well, we need to execute better in the half court is going to be a big thing. Vermilion's a team that likes to control the tempo. They like to kind of limit shot possessions, and We're better at an open court transition game, but we have to be able to play the other way as well. So we need to be able to execute the half-court offense. They play tough man-to-man defense. They have good size. They rebound the ball well. We've got to be able to guard better than we have consistently. We've shown flashes of being able to do it. But we've got to put a whole game together if we're going to beat a good team like Vermillion.
And then you follow that game up. You've got Roncalli on Saturday and then Canton early next week. What are your thoughts on those two games?
Well, I was just thinking about it a little bit last night. It might have changed last night, but these next three teams we play, going into last night, they have a combined record of 30-4. Roncalli, I saw them early in the year. They're a good team. They have a lot of experience back. They have a lot of kids that can really shoot the ball. They play pretty physical. We're probably a little bigger than they are, so we need to use our size a little bit in that game. And then Canton's really, really good this year. A lot of experience back. They have a bunch of kids that can really shoot the ball, and they can get hot. And if they get hot, look out. They're tough. So we got to be able to guard them as well. That's what that one's going to come down to.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and good luck this week.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Stay tuned. We got more on the Big Sioux Media Coaches Show right after this.
If you are loving this winter weather for outdoor fun, then you need to check out OpenThrottleMotobrokers.com. That's OpenThrottleMotobrokers.com. You can look over their wide assortment of snowmobiles and other accessories too. Open Throttle is located on the west edge of Dell Rapids, just off the interstate, and they can rev up your winter season with a snowmobile, an ATV or UTV. Open Throttle Motor Brokers, 428-3030. Open 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to 3. That's OpenThrottleMotorbrokers.com.
Sievertson Spinal Care of Dell Rapids is a premier chiropractic clinic of the Midwest, serving patients from the tri-state area. Dr. Sievertson's specific and gentle approach to chiropractic care allows him to see patients of all ages with all types of concerns. Utilizing state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment and precision spine analysis, Dr. Sievertson uses a gentle hands-on NUCA adjustment to restore the body back to health. If you want help with your problems, then act immediately. Call 428-4778 to schedule your free consultation and a screening.
Hello, this is Bob with Dell's Auto. We are always, not once in a while, always 20 minutes north of high prices. Of course, if you're from Garrettson or somewhere else, maybe Brookings, maybe we're 40 minutes south of high prices. Doesn't matter. We beat people on price, that's where we start. We need you as a customer, not once, all the time. We'll take care of you from front to back. So come on down to Dell's Auto. We're here to get along all the time.
That's going to wrap things up for us on this week's Big Sioux Media Coaches Show. Put on your calendars that Friday we'll be in Lake Benton for the St. Mary girls basketball game against Elkton Lake Benton. And on Saturday we'll be at the Sioux Falls Pentagon for the Dell Rapids Warriors Aberdeen Roncalli boys basketball game. That'll do it for me, Matt Larson. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Big Sioux Media Coaches Show.